Hello. Yeah. I wasn't going to do a video on this. I was just going to build this outright. But this will be a bit like the Spitfire build, I suppose, in a way where I'll just keep you updated with how it's going. So, I have six Avro Shackletons. This is just one of them, and this is the oldest of them. The actual model is a frog kit, and now I have already opened it, but had a couple of surprises inside. I've left the transfers out, some bits left outside. First off is this. I'll show the this side of it because it's harder to read it all there. But this is, if I can just, yeah, it should be safe to show that bit. Is the original purchase date. It's a, you can see it's a MasterCard thing, a Barclays Visa MasterCard thing. Lloyd's Bank card net. You know, the old machines they used to with the card thing, didn't they? So it was bought in 2004. From somewhere in Lincoln. So that was not something I've come across. It was actually sealed with the original thing. So that must have been just slipped in through the box entrance, you know. Because that's the original tape there. You can see I paid a bit more than the 35. Was it 35? Yeah, 35 quid I paid for this one. Why is this flipped? That's weird. That's just my view that's flipped. So yeah, you see the tapes here. It's straining, but it is intact still, this side. So I reckon it's just slipped through a hole like that, just fed it through there. Because this wall's definitely unopened. And the other thing I found was this, which is a note from Revell. And now anyone who's built Revell kits, or Revell kits, however you want to say it, Revell is how I've always said it, will know they are a bit like Airfix. They are absolute gits for releasing really old models. And you sort of go, oh, this is brilliant, I'll buy this. Tammy are good at it as well, apparently. So I'm led to believe by Becca's videos, but it's very hot. I'm not sure about doing modelling, to be honest with you, but I was at least going to have a look at the Shackleton. But anyway, so yeah, so like, yes, this was a bit of a surprise because they appear to have grown some scruples with this kit, and then this is a warning note, which, of course, you don't see until after you've brought the kit, taken it home, and gone to build it. But, and it wouldn't make any use to me because I like, say like the challenge. I'll work it a kit. I carved a Whitley kit that was a very old model. I think that was a frog mould as well, and it was just Flash City all around it, all around the wings. I basically had to carve the wings out of the Flash, and that it was quite thick as well. Yeah, so I like to call that my my wood modelling years without wood. That aircraft was a challenge, but at the time it was the only Whitley you could get. There wasn't the nice new Airfix one, which I'm yet to build. I've got 2 copies of the Coastal Command one and the RAF one. Or the Bomber Command one. They're both RAF dingus. Apart from one option is a BOAC one, which could be an option. That might be kind of fun. Do a BOAC Whitley and a BOAC Mosquito. That could be fun. I'll see what my brain thinks later on when I come to do it. But anyway, so yeah, I like to think when people they don't do proper modelling, there's assemble things. So I have. I've done it and I hated it. It was a labour of love because Whitleys were built in Coventry. Armstrong was Coventry. You know, it was a labour of love for that. But jeez, and I believe Shackleton parts. Shackletons were at least in part made at Coventry because the wings of the Argosy were Shackleton wings. So Armstrong had access to the drawings and the plans somehow, been making them. Anyway. So this says, Dear Model Maker, this kit, which in response to enormous demand has again been produced after many years, is a former frog model, which dates back to the beginning of the 1960s. Due to the age of the moulds and the then tooling technology, it may be that some components are coarse or have flash on them. Although all the tooling has generally been overhauled, as far as technically possible before reuse, the kit may not quite meet today's quality requirements. Please excuse any shortcomings. We hope you have lots of fun building this model. I'll just ask my sibling, you know. Since when did Revell have scruples? About this sort of thing. This makes me concerned. Not the only thing makes me concerned, because you know, this video's a bit of fun. It's a bit of a tongue-in-cheek bit of fun. But yeah. Do I have a model kit here or a box of cereal? You decide. So, nervously I cut open the tape and peered inside, and I'm very glad to say the bag's fully sealed still, so anything that's come off is in there still, but I have a Shackleton jigsaw puzzle. And I call it a jigsaw puzzle. Most model kits could be called jigsaw puzzles because you've got to find the right pieces and put them together. I've got to find the right pieces, and some of them ain't even on their locating place anymore, so yeah, good luck getting the right one. I've got to hunt down one by picture alone, hoping that the picture in the instruction sheet, which is here, is actually accurate enough to let me go, oh, it's that bit there. This is gonna be interesting. I'm glad I'm not doing this one. But it's might have been a good stream one, to be honest with you, because you could have all laughed at me as I was struggling around. I need a big table though to do it on, so I can have all the bits laid out. I'd have to do it on where the mirror was. So, told you a bit about the Shackleton as well. Well, the MR.3 specifically. So the usual gump on the front. Might be able to pause that and read it yourself. They don't make this one anymore. So, got a date on it. 1997 was when this was made. So, those moulds were 30 years old. Plus 37 years old or so. Depends when at the beginning of the 60s it was made, really. Scale meters tell you. There's the usual paints requirements there. It's very familiar territory for older Revell models. Nowadays they're full colour. But I do like these instruction sheets. There's something very familiar because it's how I knew them growing up, you know. What have we got? There you go. Here's the. Now, if you want to see these in more detail, they are available as scale meters to view. So building the cockpit. Glad to see there's a crew. Ah, that looks like a hole for a flight stand. I wonder if it's in the box. That'd be cool. Because I do want to pose this in flight. The idea being this will join the mosquito on my computer at work. So there's no doubt in anyone's mind that I'm a nutcase. Putting the fuselage together. A very simple kit compared to today's Shackleton. I've got a AEW2 in progress, an Airfix one, and the interior's taken so long on it. I also lost my mojo with it at some point and moved on to something else a bit quicker. So yeah, so this would be nice. Probably kind of bits, reasonably quick build. So assembling the tail. This I'm thinking about keeping for my newer Revell MR.3, because I don't think you can actually do that on the new one. I need to check that. And the wings onto the aeroplane. Some propellers, there's contrast rotating propellers. No clever little gearbox on this one. Tolerances on the molds wouldn't have been there to do that. Oh, I've not seen that page. I've seen that page. Go on, get to this, Krista. So I see more engines and assembling onto their fairings, undercarriage, doors, that sort of thing, and bring it all together. And 2 paint schemes available. The first one is an MR3, well, both MR3s. Number 120 Squadron Royal Air Force Kinloss, Great Britain 1965. That's the box art one with the flag of Great Britain on the nose. Extra dark sea grey with white down the middle. And then the other one is number 201 Squadron. Was it 120 Squadron? This one before. Yeah. So another one, 201 Squadron. Oh, sorry. Let me do properly. So 120 Squadron's one is XF730. That's its serial number. And then you got 201 Squadron Royal Air Force Kinloss, Great Britain 1965, and that's XF704, which is it's got a squadron crest on it rather than the flag. But again, same basic scheme. The scheme doesn't change. It's that. It's extra dark sea grey with a white roof. I don't know if these change colour for the other squadron. Actually, no, this isn't the box art one. This is the 201 Squadron one with the crest on the front. Have they built that one? Yeah, that's that one on the side. So it builds up to an aeroplane 37.2 centimeters wide, long, sorry, and 50.9 centimeters wide. It's quite a big aeroplane. So yeah, it'd be interesting to know if it actually comes to the stand in there, because the slot's definitely in the bomb bay still. Frog stuff always used to come with stands, as far as I've found so far. I haven't found one without. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting build. Hopefully I can pull it off and I can actually bring it together. Quick look at the transfers then. Whew. They all look to be in good register, to be honest with you. They are printed in Germany Revell, so they're not the, I don't think they're the cartograph ones that they use nowadays in Revell kits. They all look to be there, look to be in good register. Unfortunately, it looks like we have to put the dots in the, well, it doesn't look like we do have to put the dots in the Irish rondels. That's a printing thing. That's not too much of a problem. Especially now I found this fantastic new. I've learned how to use the microset and microsol. I'll definitely be using that on this to sort of, because a lot of, I've already felt the parts through this bag. There's a lot of raised detail on this aircraft. There's a lot of raised rivets as opposed to flush rivets and stuff like that. I'm just thinking about the Shackleton now. It might actually be a raised rivet aircraft. I can't recall properly, but there's an awful lot of them on here. So yes, I will attempt to build this, and I'll keep you all updated now I've started. I'll finish as I need to go on. So give you a look around the bag. I'm not opening this till I'm ready to start because I don't want to lose anything from here, but you can see the parts there. It does look like all my clear parts are still on their sprue, so that's something, because a lot of windows in this down the side. But it will be my first Shackleton kit, so it makes sense. Oh, if I can complete it, because I started the fixed one, but I haven't completed it yet. So if I complete this one, it makes sense to complete the oldest one that I've got first. Oh, there's a wing trying to escape. And I was the first British Shackleton to escape there. So fortunately, no parts have escaped the bag, and there's nothing rattling around the box, so I'm lucky there. But yeah, so that was a quick look at the, quick look at the Revell 04101 Avro Shackleton MR.3, the old frog kit. And then I'll have to do a start video again, I'm guessing, really, just to be, for the sake of fairness, when I come to do the new Revell MR.3 Shackleton, which I really am hoping is not just this one again, because I want that difference. I'm pretty sure it isn't. I looked at the instructions for both last night on Scalemates, and actually, do you know what? I'll go away and check. So I think give me a second, didn't I? For you folks, it really is just a second because anyway, I just got Scalemates open here, and I thought, oh, the original Frog kit, I can now inform you, came out in 1967. So this is literally 30 years after. After that initial release, that this one was then put out. In that time, it went to AMT Frog, and then Frog released. So the next release then was 1968. Then in 1970, Hasegawa put one out of this box in a new box. It was basically a kit in a Hasegawa box. 1974, Frog did it again. Then Donetsk Toys Factory made reboxed this in the early 80s. In mid to late 80s again. And yeah, and Revell brought this out in 97, and Modelcraft did it again in the late 90s, by 97, 98. Again, 99, Chromatic brought it out, actually gave you Suez Crisis scheming there. Then Eastern Express re-released it in 2005. And then Arc Models did it in 2012 as a rebox again. They give you new transfers in most of those, but then. So yes, this was the first in what should have been, I think, the last of its reboxing. Because the flash doesn't look too bad on it, and I'll revisit it when I come to build it. And I'll let you know what it's been like for me. I've got a feeling though this is going to be the last one you'd want to get hold of all those, because I can't imagine it's particularly good after that. Right, so let's go back. Let's go on to the MR.3, the new Shackleton MR.3. What I'm hoping is the new Shackleton. So yes, this is based on their new tool AEW2. Revell's new tool AEW2 came out in 2016. So 4 years after this one got re-released by that Chemtech company. In 2019, the new Shackleton was actually released. So yes, they are different. So the new Shackleton MR3 was released based on that AEW2 kit. So as Airfix did the earlier version of Shackleton with the guns and everything on it, they didn't do that. No one's done the Mark 1 yet. Excuse me, in a big company like Airfix or Revell or whatever, no one's done the Mark 1 yet. Which would be an interesting one to have. I've got it's actually a greetings card. I'll just cut the back off and put it on the wall with a picture. It's got the MR3, the first version, the Mark 1 and the Mark 2 sat there together. The only one it really hasn't got is the AEW2 on it, but it's quite nice image. Let's just have a look while I'm here. I might as well look at the instructions and see if it is the see if it is the you can do that dustbin down or not. Because as well I say now than later on. I can't see it on the sprue tree parts here. Oh, excuse me. It's the heat. This is the great thing about Scam. The full instruction sheets are on there. You can look at them for free. You don't even have to create an account on there. So if you think about buying a kit, it's a great place to go. Yeah, you can do the bomb doors open if you want and the flaps down and stuff like that, but you can't extend the dustbin radar. So that's a shame. That is a shame. But 206 Squadron at Kinloss. It's not R on those, is it? It's not R of R ones here. 201 Squadron and 120. No, because this one's got a flag on the nose as well. This is WR 975, so no, it's not at all. And the other one is 206 Squadron again. I think 206 Squadron. They are both 206 Squadron. And then there's 42 Squadron from St Morgan in Cornwall for the other one. So, yeah. But the thing is, I have got the choice of either of these two as well for the for this build, because I'm going to be using the Suez Crisis markings on the newer Revell one, because just in case it gets, I mean, I want a base that I can cable, a stand I can cable tie to. Basically, on top of the computer you got the fan here, and then there's a load of grill with nothing. I just want a simple base that won't cover that empty space completely, but also I can cable tie it down, so if it gets knocked it shouldn't fall over, basically, just, or the desk gets wobbled or whatever. Just some nice little, these little touches keep morale up, don't they? So yes, but I'd rather it not be the nice new one with the special markings on it. Well, the extra, the stuff I spent extra money on, basically. So yes, I'm actually feeling confident enough now to give it a go. I'll get this video uploaded, and while that's uploading, I'm gonna have a go building Shackleton. It looks to be honest with you, it looks to be quite simple. I'll have to work out how much I can do without needing to prime it. So like, how much can I get into it without priming, then just prime it all in one, a bit like I'm did with the P.1 here. This isn't 7 minutes. Why is it going to call a long video? Sorry about that. So I did with that, where you see all that's glued in first, and then I primed it. Just want to say I've been looking to do that sort of thing. See how far I can take it. We've got 2 pilots to make for this one, so that's going to be interesting as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a challenge. See you on the other side.